Hello, welcome. This is my mic. Where is it? Hello, guys. Welcome to today's live section. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome to our today's live section. Okay. Welcome. If you are new here, indicate let's know you. Let's know you if you are new here. Indicate let's know you. I'm Goodwill. I'm Goodwill. Indicate your name. Where are you watching from? I'm currently in Abuja. I'm in Abuja, Nigeria. Where are you watching from? Abuja, Nigeria. I'm in Abuja. Let's know your location. Let's know your location. Let's know where you're watching from. I'm in Abuja, Nigeria. Where are you watching from? Today we'll be looking at exponents. Exponents. We'll be looking at exponential equations. Today we'll be looking at exponential equations. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I'm coming. Let's fix it. Where are you watching from? Today we'll be looking at exponential equations. Let us know where you're watching from. I'm currently in Abuja, Nigeria. Drop a like, share the live section so that it will get to people. Where are you watching from? Okay, so that's it. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming on board. Today we'll be looking at exponents. Okay, we'll be looking at exponents or indices. Today is indices. What do we mean by the term indices, index, or exponents? When we talk about indices or index or exponent, we are talking about how many times a base is going to be raised to get a number. For instance, if you have something like 3 raised to power 5, for instance, this particular number is called the base, okay? While the number at the top is called the power, or we call it the index, or we call it the exponents, or something. Anything is the actual thing to use today. Okay, so we say that let's know where you're watching. I'm currently in Abuja, Nigeria. Let's know where you're watching. So indices can be seen as how many times the base is going to be raised to get a number. So without wasting much of our time, we'll look at the laws. That's the laws. That's where we're going to look at. We'll look at the laws. Okay, the laws of indices. Okay, indices. Let's look at addition law. Addition law. When we talk about addition law, this law is actually when we have exponents and they are adding. For instance, when you have a to the power of n times a to the power of n, this a and b represents the base. It suggests that whenever you are trying to multiply each term in common base, a is common and a is common, all you got to do is just to add the powers. So this means you have to keep the base the same and do m plus n. That is where the addition rule comes in. Let's try to do some simple example. Let's say you have 2 to the power of 5 times 2 to the power of 2. Do you know what this means? In this rule, 2 to the power of 5, 2 is the base, 5 is the power. 2 is the base, 2 is the power. So if you apply this law, keep the base the same and add their powers, 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is what? 7. So that becomes 2 power 7. Okay? If you doubt the law, to show you how efficient the law is, let's look at this. 2 power 5. This 2 power 5 suggests that we are going to multiply the base by itself 5 times. This is what it means. So 2 power 5 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then times, the next one is 2 power 2. You multiply the base 2 by itself, 2 times 2 times 2. So what do you get? 2 times 2 is 2 squared, 2 cubed, 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 5, 2 to the power of 6, 2 to the power of 7. That's 2 to the power of 7. So this is how we actually use this particular law. It says that whenever we are multiplying, okay, no problem. I will do just that. I will explain the domain. Let's know where you're watching. Please like, share the video. Let's know where you're watching. Okay, please like and share the video. So that becomes 2 to the power of what? 7. Okay, please like and share the video. Please like and share the video. That becomes 2 to the power of 7. Okay, that's how we do that. Let's say we have another one. Let's say we have 3 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 6. Do you know what you do? Or 3 to the power of 9. All you have to do to make use of this law is that you observe one thing. The bases are actually the same. The base is 3 and 3. So applying the law, all you have to do is 3 to the power of 4, you are going to add 9. These are their powers. Okay? So 4 plus 9 is what? What's 4 plus 9? Let's know the answer in the comments. What's 4 plus 9? Let's know the answer in the comments. What's 4 plus 9? Okay, it's very simple. Yeah, I started. Today is just the introduction. Please like the live and share. Like the live and share. Let's know the value of 4 plus 9. Let's know who is following. 4 plus 9. Let's know your value. 4 plus 9 is what? Okay, so you can now see that 4 plus 9 is what? 13. This gives 3 to the power of 13. And that's the answer. So this is how we simplify using this law. Okay? Same thing is applied when we look at subtraction rule. We call it subtraction rule. When we talk about subtraction rule, what do we mean in subtraction rule in indices? This implies that whenever you have a to the power of n, a is the base, m is the power, divided by the same a to the power of n. Okay? That this rule is telling you that all you have to do is to keep the base the same, then minus the powers. Okay? This plays a very important role when you are trying to do like 4 to the power of 3 divided by 4 squared. Do you know what this means? Instead of going the rigorous way of expanding these particular terms, all you have to do is to observe one thing: the bases are the same. So what you have to do here is just to do 4, keep the base the same, minus 2. 4 minus 2 is what? 4 squared. And that's the answer. So indices and exponent is very, very easy to understand. So far, you know the rules. Okay? Please let us know where you're watching from. I'm currently in Abuja, Nigeria. Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Thank you guys for joining. So this becomes 4 to the power of what? 2. Okay? So if you think you want to check to know whether your answers are right, do you know what to do? 4 power 3 is 4 times 4 times 4. Then divided by 4 squared is 4 times 4. Okay? So you cancel out 2 divide 2. Canceling out by 2. By 4. 4 will divide itself. Oh, okay, I used 4. Sorry, I made mistake here. So this is supposed to be, okay, let's use it as 4. Let's put here to be 4. I made mistake. So 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 over 4 times 4. So we'll cancel out the 4, cancel out the 4. 1, 2. So we are left with 4 times 4, which is 4 squared, which gives us the same thing. Okay? Please support the live by liking the live, sharing the live, okay? Like the live video, share it so that more people will see that. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. Today we are looking at indices, some of the laws of indices. Let us know where you're watching from. Okay, so that's the particular answer for the subtraction rule. We have series of rules in indices. Let's look at this. Let's say we are told to simplify. We are trying to simplify something like 16 to 1 over 4. I just took these few rules so that we can solve multiple problems on this. Okay, if you have 16 to the power of 4, what is 16? 16 can be expressed in terms of 2, right? Which is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, right? then all this is raised to the power of 1/4. Okay, so if you understand this, you can now see that since you are multiplying in the same base, this is just the power 1, power 1, power 1, power 1. So when we add it up, it becomes 2 to the power of 4, right? Right, that's it. Then this is just like 16. So this is just raising this to the power of what? A half, a quarter. So what do you do here? Okay, you keep the base the same. In this point, when we are multiplying, we just have to multiply the powers. So you have it as 4 times 1/4. Okay, 4 cancels out. You are left with what? 2 power 1. What is 2 power 1? 2 power 1 is actually 2. And that's the answer. Very cheap. Please support us by liking, sharing the live. Like, share the live. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining. Like, share the live. Invite your friends. Okay, if you have any problem or any topic you want us to do, please let us know that in the comments. Like, share the live. Like, share the live. Okay. So that's it. So this is how we solve. So let's look at the next one. Let's look at the next one. Let's say we have 32 to the power of 3/5, then times 16 to the power of a quarter. Okay, so this is how we are going to do this. What is 32? Let's simplify 32. 32, 2 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, then raised to the power of 3/5. Okay? If you are getting this, we've already solved this and we got the answer to be 2, right? So no need of simplifying. We already know the answer is 2. Remember, we've done it previously. Okay? Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Then we already got that to be 2. So what do you see? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We have it as 2 power 5. That means 2 power 5, already existing power is 3/5, right? Then times 2. Okay? Do you see that now? So you can simply multiply out. 5 will cancel out 5. You have it as 2 power 3 times 2. Okay? This 2 is just like 2 power 1. So in multiplying, you remember when I taught you about addition rule, I told you that whenever the bases are the same, you just have to add their power. So what do you get here? You got 2 to the power of 4, and that's the required solution. Okay? That's the required answer. You can leave it at 16, or you can go further to leave it in exponential form, because 2 power 4 is 2 times 2, 4, times 2, 8, times 2, 16. So you can actually put this to be 16, depending on the option you are able to see in the examination hall. Okay? So this is just the basics. We should look at the advanced questions. Okay, let's look at the next one. We have this to be 49 raised to the power of 3/2. Let's know your answer. Please try this. Let's know your answer. Please try this. Let's know your answer. Let's know your answer down in the comments. Thank you guys for joining. Can you try that? Please like. Let's know your answer down in the comments. Can you try 49 raised to the power of 3/2? Let's know the value of the answer. 49 to the power of 3/2. Let's know the value of the answer. 49 to the power of 3/2. Let's know the value down in the comments. Okay, so for us to do this is very, very simple. 49 can be seen as 7 times 7, right? Right? Then 7 times 7 raised to the power of 3/2. Okay? So 7 times 7 can be seen as 7 squared, right? So you have it as 7 squared, then raised to the power 3/2. Okay? On getting this, you can cancel out, okay, but due to the fact you multiply. So this gives you 7 cubed. What is 7 cubed? 7 cubed is the same thing as 7 times 7, 49 times 7. 49 times 7 is what? 63, 3. 28 plus 4 times is 28. 28 plus 6 that we carry. This time this will give you 4. And this will give you 3. So you got it as 3, 4, 3. So that's the what? Answer. Okay, please support us by liking the live video, sharing the live video. Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. So this is actually how we solve exponential terms like this. It is very, very easy to do. It is very easy and simple to do. Okay, let's continue with the problems we are looking at. Let's continue with the problems we are looking at. If you have any question, let's know in the comments. Let's know in the comments. So the next one we'll look at is, let's look at this, 9 to the power of 2.5. We have decimal power here. How are we going to do this? This is very simple. You can actually try to do that yourself. Let's see what you got. Try to do it yourself. Let's see what you got. Do well to like the live and share. Okay? Please do well to like the live. Please support me by liking the live and also share it. Okay? So comment your thoughts, comment the topics you want us to do, and let's continue with it. One after the other, we got to cover a lot. If you have 9, this is 9, which is the base. You have 2 over 5. So let's change it to fraction. Move once, meaning we divide by 10, which is 25 over 10, right? Good. Let's reduce the power to their lowest term, which is if you divide by 5, you have 5. If you divide by 5, you have 2, right? So what are we having in the essence? What do we have? We have it as 9 to the power of 5 over 2. That's the same thing. Okay, if you look at 9, how can we write 9 to a lower base? Remember, 3 times 3 is 9, right? So you can replace 9 to be 3 times 3 raised to the power of 5 over 2. 3 times 3 is 9, right? So you have it as 3 squared, then raised to the power of 5 over 2. So that this can cancel out this by simple multiplication. You have it as 3 to the power of 5. And 3 to the power of 5 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, and so on. Let's know where you're watching from. Do well to like the live, share the live. Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Okay, this is how we actually simplify problems in indices or exponents. Anyway, so I want you guys to try this. Let's know who and who that is following. I want you guys to try 8 to the power of 5 over 3. Try this one, 8 to the power of 5 over 3. Let's know your answer down in the comments. Please support us by sharing the live, liking the live. Please support us by sharing the live, liking the live. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us where you're watching from. Please like the live, share the live video. Okay, tell us where you're watching from. Okay, can you be able to make a guess? What's the actual answer to this? Can you solve? Can you solve? Okay. For us to solve this is actually very simple. When you have this, it can be seen as 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? Then 5 to the power of this. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 is the same. Then 5 over 3 still remains the power, right? So 2 times 2 is 2 squared, times another 2 is 2 cubed. So we have it as 2 cubed, then raised to the power of 5 over 3. Okay? If you have this raised to the power of 5 over 3, you can simply multiply out. Okay, so that 3 can cancel out 3. You are left with 2 to the power of 5. What is 2 to the power of 5? Multiplying 2 by itself up to 5 times. Okay? Multiplying 2 by itself up to 5 times. Okay? You can actually leave the answer like that. Let's look at simple ones. Let's look at the equations. These are the few examples we looked at. Let's look at the equation. Also like, share, follow, and subscribe. Also like, share, follow, and subscribe. Let's look at minus 5 times 3 power x is minus 135. Wow. straight up to the equation. I believe you guys like that. Please give the live section a like, also share. Give the live class a like, also share, please. Please like, also share. Please like, also share. Tell us where you're watching from. I'm teaching from Abuja. Where are you guys watching from? I'm teaching from Abuja. Let us know. Today, if you can solve the question, let us know. Let's know whether you can solve the question on the screen. Let's know whether you can solve the question on the screen. Let's know whether you can solve the question on the screen. So here we are trying to solve this exponential problem on the board. Our goal is to find the value of this x. Okay? So what do we do to find the value of x? We look at minus 5 is multiplying this. So first thing is to get rid of the minus 5. Okay? So when you divide this side by minus 5, you should also divide this side by minus 5. Okay? If you divide by minus 5 can get rid of this. You have it as 3 to the power of x is equal to, then minus and minus will cancel out, right? So 5 divided itself is 1. 5 divided 13 will give 2. Remember 3. 5 divided, put the 3 here. 5 divided 35 will give you 7. So what do you have? You have it to be 27. So all you have to do is that 3 power x is 27. So you can now check, can I make the basis to be the same? The base here is 3 and the base here is 7. To make it to be the same is very, very easy. What do? 27 can be seen as 3 times 3 is 9 and times 3 is 27. You have it as 3 to the power of x is equals to 3 to the power of 3, right? The bases are now equal, 3 and 3. You just have, this shows that x can only be 3. So the x, which is what you are told to do, is equal to 3. Please give the video a like. Please like and share. Please give the video a like. Like and share, please. Like and share. Like and share to your friends. Like and share to your friends. Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Like and share with your friends. Like and share with your friends. So that's it. So let's look at the next one. The next one on our list is 3 power x times 2 power x is equals to 1296. Wow. How can we convert this? If you look at this very well, the two equations on the screen, the left-hand side of the equation and the right-hand side of the equation. Let's know where you're watching from, please. And the right-hand side of the equation are not the same. Can you tell us which method we are going to use? If you have any method, let's know. If you have any method that can solve this, let's know. Because here they are different too. Are you getting confused? Do you need any assistance? Are you getting confused? So for us to do this is very simple. Don't panic. I am with you. So for us to do that, we'll first of all look at this. They have common powers, right? So we can factor out the powers. So to factor out the powers, we have now 3 times 2, the numbers, raised power x is equals to 1296. Wow, what a very big number. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 power x is equals to 1296. Wow. So what do? Can we express this to be in the same base? Yes. Because 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. 6 into 4 places, when you multiply 6 by themselves into 4 places, it always gets 1296. So write it as 6 power x is equals to 6 to the power of 4. The bases are common now. You just equate the powers. S can only be 4. And that's the required answer. Okay? Please do give the video a like. Also give the video a like. Thank you for saying hi. Like, invite your friends. Let's know where you're watching from. Like, invite your friends. If you have any problem, let us know down in the comments. Okay. So that's x is equals to what? 4. Okay. So let's look at the next one. The next one on our list is we have 4 power x minus 4 power x plus 1 is equals to minus 48. Wow. This is another exponential equation we are going to look at. This is very simple. 4 power x minus 4 power x plus 1 is minus 48. The first thing we do is, what can we do to this equation to get the terms to be the same? It's very simple. Recall this from that first law I gave you, that whenever you are multiplying in the same base, you just have to what? Add their powers. So here, they have already added the powers for us. So we just have to break it down, right? To break it down, we write it to be 4 power x, which is this first term, minus, we'll be having 4 power x for the power of x, then the 1 here times 4 power 1, and that's equals to minus 48, right? Then if you look at here, 4 power x is here, 4 power x is here. So you can actually factor this out initially, right? So if you factor it out, you have 4 power x into, if you factor it out, you have 1, then minus, because of this minus, 4. 4 power 1 is just 4. Then equal to minus 48, right? Then 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Minus 3 into 4 power x, this 4 power x is equals to minus 48. So how can we get rid of this? You divide by minus 3 and divide by minus 3. Once you divide by minus 3, you have 4 power x is equals to, minus is out, you have it as 16. Do you have, let me know if you know any approach you can use again to solve this. Okay, I should say hi. Where are you watching from? I should say hi. Please give our video a like. Give our video a like. Please share our video. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please support me by sharing, by liking the video, please. Please support me by sharing and liking the video. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do? You can see that 16 can be expressed in base of 4. 4 times 4 is 16, which is 4 squared, right? We write it as 4 power x is equals to 4 squared. What do you understand? The bases are equal. So we say that x is equals to 2. So x is actually 2 here. So you can see that all these steps we are taking is just to land to a simple number 2. Why not them telling us that the answer is 2? Maths can be funny sometimes. It can be something. So your classwork, let's know who and who is following. Let's know who and who is following. Let's know who and who are following. Let's know whether you're actually understanding what we're doing. So guys, try this one. 5 power x is equals to 125. Who can get this? Who can get this? 30 seconds to do that. Who can get it? Yeah, I do IGSC maths papers. Yeah, I can do that. I do that. I have series of videos down in my page, so you can scroll down and watch. I have both of them in exponential equation and so on. Okay, thank you for saying the answer is 3. Yeah, you got it right. The answer is actually 3. Let's know where you're watching from. Al-Sasara, let's know where you're watching from. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Okay, so for us to do this is simple. You have 5 power x is equals to, what's 125? 5 times 5 is 25. If you multiply 25 by another 5, you have 5 cubed, right? That becomes 5 cubed. Okay, if you understand one thing, the bases are equal. Since the bases are equal, you can simply equate the powers. That means that x is equals to 3. I think I gave you guys a cheap question. Let me give you another hard one. So if you get the answer, say hi in the comments. If you get the answer, say hi in the comments. Let's know who that got the answer right. Okay, yeah, you can scroll down my YouTube channel to see all of them, please. Scroll down the YouTube channel, you see all of them, the ones I'm doing. But I'm still updating. Every day I do update like 3 or 4 questions there. Waiting for you guys to stream so that you can go maybe viral or so. Let's know where you're watching from. So that's it. Let's look at another example. This one is somehow we have 6 times 18 power x is equals to 6. 6 times 18 power x is equals to 6. Jesus. Okay, for us to do this, 6 is multiplying 18 power x, and the result is also 6. what will be the value of this x? So let's check. You have to divide through by 6 and also divide through by 6. Once you divide through by 6, what are you getting? 18 power x is equals to 6 by 6 is 1. Remember one thing in indices, right? If you're following me for a long while, I told you that any number you raise to power 0 must be 1. In that case, 100 raised to power 0 is 1. So far that the number is not 0, any number raised to power is 1. So what do you do here in this kind of situation so that you can get the value of x? You just say 18 to the power of x is equals to 8. You can replace this to be 18 power 0. Okay? Because I've told you any number raised to power 0 other than 0 is 1. That means the bases are equal, s can only be 0. So in this big equation they have on the board, x is actually 0. Please give us a like, also share. Thank you for saying x is 0. Also like, also share. Let me know where you're watching from. Aunza Sarah, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Let's know where you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know. Okay, that becomes the answer. Let's look at this one again. We have 25 2x times 5x is 625. Wow, 555. Who can get the answer? If you know you can get it before I move on. Okay. Maybe the reason behind that is that my network is just fluctuating. Maybe the network is very bad. It will settle soon so you can see it very well. It is settled to just the internet. I've changed my router so many times. I don't know what's wrong with this. And it's making people to just come and go. So what do you get here? You see that we have 25 raised to the power of, you have 25 raised to the power of, you've been here 32 minutes. 25 raised to the power 2 power x, 2x times this. Remember, I told you that whenever we are multiplying in the same base, we add the powers. So actually, but this one is 25. So if you have 25, you can say it's 5 times 5, right? That means, if you agree with this, you have 5 squared raised to the power 2x times 5 power x is 625. Okay? So for us to get this is very, very simple. You can see that 2 times 2 is 4. You have it as 5 power 4x, then times 5 power x is equals to 625. When you're multiplying in the same base 5, you're multiplying, add the powers. That's 5 power 5x is equals to 625. Okay? What do you get here? What do you understand here? 625 can be seen as 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 5 is basically 625. Very fast. 5 power x is equals to 5 times 5, 25, times 5, 125, times 5, 65. So that's what? 5 power 4. Okay? This is 5x, sorry. The bases in the left-hand side and the right-hand side are now equal. So that's 5 power x, 5x is now equals to 4. I equated the powers. In that case, you divide by 5, divide by 5. You divide by 5, x is equals to 4 over 5. So x is equals to 4 over 5. Please give us a like. Let's share the video. Okay, let's share the video. Let's share the video. Let's like, let's share, let's like, let's share. You said which class are these maths intended for? It's intended for any grade, any student, any grade level that is maybe from SS1 and above. Yeah, they even the SS3 they do exponents too. So it can really serve, and also for fun. It can really serve. Learning maths mustn't be for examination. Mustn't. Let's change that narrative. Okay. Learning maths mustn't be for examination also. Okay, so let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching from. Okay. Let's look at this. 4 power x plus 4 times 12 is 192. Okay, here we are trying to know the value of x. For us to know the value of x, since this is multiplying, we can write it as 12 lots of 4 power x plus 4 is equals to 192. So let's divide. 12 divide itself, dividing through by 12, so that 12 can now cancel out 12. So that our goal here is just to get rid of this 12 that is multiplying, right? That will give you 4 power x plus 4 is equals to 12 is 1. 12 divided is how many 12 do we have in 19? We only have 1. 12. Remainder 5. Remember, 12 minus 19 is what? You're having it to be 7. So you can now see that 12 divided 72 is 6. So the answer is 16. So you see that 4 power x plus 4 is equals to, we will try to express 16 to be in common base. So I want you guys, let's know the answer down in the comments. 16, to express 16 in base 4, what do we do? How do we write that? Express 16 in base 4, how do we write that? 16 in base 4, how do we write that? Let's know it down in the comments. 16 in base 4, how do we write it? 16 in base 4, how do we write it? My internet is just misbehaving now. 16 in base 4, how do you write it? We write it as 16 times 4 times 4, which is 4 squared. Okay. In that case, you see that the bases are equal. That means x plus 4 is equals to 2. To get the value of x, we just have to subtract 4 from both sides. So x is equals to 2 minus 4. X is equals to minus 2. And that's the value for x. Okay? Do you have any other solution? Okay, let's know where you're watching from. Do you have any other solution? Sorry, my internet is just fluctuating. It's just misbehaving. I don't know why. Let's know the answer down in the comments. Hope you are getting what we are doing. Let's know where you're watching from, please. Let's know, please help us. Give it a like. Please comment. Give it a like. Please comment. Please. Okay. You guys, I want you guys to do this. 6 power 2x is equals to 36. Let's do this. Let's know the answer down in the comments. 6 power 2x is equals to 36. Hello, 6 power 2x is equals to 36. Can you solve it? 6 power 2x is equals to 36. Okay, you said x is 1. X is 1. Any other person, do you have a different answer here? Any other person, do you have a different answer here? Our goal is to find the value of x. 6 power 2x is equals to 36. What do we do? This implies that 6 power 2x is equals to 36 can be seen as 6 squared, right? Which is 6 times 6. So replace it to be 6 squared. Okay. Understand one thing. The bases are equal. You equate the powers. 2x is equals to 2. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Once you divide by 2, x is equals to 1. So x is actually 1 in this particular problem. If you get 1, give a thumbs up in the chat. If you get 1, give us a thumbs up in there. Okay, you got disconnected. Maybe that's the internet from either side. Sorry. Okay, you are back now. It's good to have you back. So let's look at the next one. We've been here for 38 minutes. Let's look at the next one. Please give it a like so that the video can get to others. Let's look at the next one. I have a lot here. We have this one, 2 power x minus 1 times 8 power x plus 2 is equals to 16 power 1 minus x. Almost equation. So how can we solve this? This will take a little lengthy time to get, but it's very, very easy to do. So what do you do here? Is decide for a lot of curriculum so far you're a student. So first, we'll consider their bases. These two numbers I underlined can actually be expressed in base what? Can actually be expressed in base 2. So let's bring it down to base 2. 2 power x minus 1, then times 8 can be seen as 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. You have it as 2 power 3, already existing power x plus 2 is equals to 16 can be seen as 2 times 2, 4, times 2, 8, times 2, 16, which is 2 power 4, 1 minus x. Okay? If you get this like this, you can now see that once you're multiplying in the same base, you add the powers. So if you take a common base 2, we have x minus 1, then plus, you can now say 3 times x is 3x, we are opening bracket, 3 times 2 is 6, is equals to 2, then the power is 4 times 1 is what? Minus is equal to 4. 4 times this is minus 4x. We've opened the bracket. So what do you see? You have it as 2 power x minus 1, then plus 3x plus 6 is equals to 2 power 4 minus 4x. Are you following? If you are following, let me know in the comments. Just write and following. If you are following, let's know in the comment section. Just write and following. If you're following, let's know in the comment section. Please support us by liking. Please support us by sharing. Please, it will go a long way to help us. Please, I beg, please. Okay. Ed Mubarika. Yeah, Ed Mubarika. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So please support the live by liking, sharing, please. Let's go. So we have it as 2, which is the base. X plus 3x is 4x. Minus 1 plus 6 is 5. And that's equals to 2 power 4 minus x minus 4x. So here we have to collect like terms. Since the bases are equal, we just have to equate the powers. It shows that the powers are the same. Please give us a like. Please like the video, share the video, like the video, share the video. Thank you for coming live. You can now see if you equate the powers, 4x plus 5 is equals to 4 minus 4x. So the next thing we do is to collect like terms. To collect like terms, we have to do what? We have to subtract 5 from both sides and add 4x to both sides. You have it as 4x plus 4x. Okay? And that's equals to 4. 5 is crossing the equality sign, becomes minus 5. Okay? That's 8x is equals to minus 1. Divide by 8, divide by 8. Once you divide by 8, what do you get? Oh, okay, yeah. You've corrected it. Thank you for correcting it. Yeah, it's very important. Correct it, okay? So when you divide by 8, you have it at x is equals to minus 1 over 8. And that's the answer. Please give us a like. Please share the live to support us. Share the live to support us. If you have any question, let us know down in the comments so we'll solve it. So that's the answer to this particular term. It's very, very easy, not something hard like that. So when you hear maths, you have to love it. Okay. We are also available for booking. If you have a kid that is struggling in mathematics, you can reach out to us so that we can actually teach your kid personally. That's a personal a personal class through Zoom or Google Meet, depending on the one you are okay with. Okay, so let's look at the next one. The next one we look at is, I want you guys to try minus 3 power x is equals to minus 27. Let's know who will get it. Fast, let's know who will get it. Minus 3x. Okay, it's like it's getting late where you are. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? It's getting late. Your time is 3 a.m. Which side are you watching from? Saha, where are you watching from? You said it's getting late. Here in our time, we have it to be, my time is 9 minutes to 9. So 9 to 9. So x is 3. Let's check. Okay, you're from Bangladesh. Okay, that's all right. Divide by minus 1, divide by minus 1. If you divide by minus 1, 3 power x is equals to, this will cancel out this, you have it as 27. Okay? 27 can be 3 times 3, 9 times 3 27, which is 3 power x is equals to 3 power 3. The bases are equal, x is equals to 3. Okay, x is 3. Please, I want you guys to like, comment, and share. This is the last question for today. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for showing up. Bye. Let me be doing it like this.